When did you see it?
Last night.
Yeah.
The screening room.
Did you like it?
You have to understand that I have been seeing screener after screener. It's that time of the year when we're trying to get all the best movies in.
Yeah.
This one is catapulted to the top.
Oh, that's so good.
It was amazing.
Oh, that's so
I was
great.
just blown away.
Oh, I'm glad.
And, you know, watching it like this, too.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we got the blame for the singing out of the way, because everybody was coming out in the hallway and yelling at me for
No,
doing
it's Tim.
I know, exactly. Like,
I said I
please.
wanted to work with him. You see what I mean?
can
Obviously
imagine.
knew unconsciously.
I don't know how you do it. You know,
Working with him. I know, I don't either.
I got to ask you about this. You had to be approved by Stephen Sondheim before you could even do this project?
Oh, God, yeah. I had to be approved by my husband, too. Or, no, he's not my husband, but, you know, the father of my two bastards. And Stephen Sondheim, yeah. No, Mrs. Lovett, Sondheim was really specific when this came around, said that he had casting approval over Mrs. Lovett, because it is one of the hardest parts, apparently. It's much harder than any of the other parts.
Of course.
Yeah, I get all the difficult bits. It's very strange. Is this going to bother you?
Not at all. I mean,
it just is part of it.
I'd rather just, you know.
Shall I just go like this so it makes it?
Exactly. It's a kicking baby, is what
yeah,
it
exactly.
is.
It's the metronome. Duh, duh, duh. It's So yeah, he had casting approval, and he was absolutely adamant that he should. And I'm kind of glad. I mean, I had to work really, really hard, and I didn't know how to sing, but I just thought, Christ, I'm going to go for this, because I've always wanted to be in a musical, but I've always loved Sondheim, categorically, just like his #1 fan. And I've always loved this particular musical, so I thought I've got 3 months, I've got nothing to lose. If I don't get it, I mean, it's understandable. You can't necessarily learn how to sing in 3 months. So, but equally, I didn't want to be cast for obvious reasons. You know, it looks like, oh, she's the girlfriend, you know. So I knew if I got the part, I wanted to feel that I deserved it for the right reasons, you know.
Now, you talk about being the most difficult role. Actually, not only did you have to act and sing first, but
yeah.
There's a scene when you're actually making pies at the same time.
Yeah, he's demanding Sondheim. Yeah, the first song is famously hard, West Pies in London, and he comes in and she's making a pie at the same time, singing, you know, non-stop. And it's a great number because instantly, like within a minute and a half, you get the whole of her character practically. And she's just a non-stop talker, and she goes off in all different directions. And it seems complete chaos, but the more you look at the part of the song, it's very tightly written and there's nothing spare. And he's even written into it the pie making and the rhythms of all to do with, you know, smashing the... He says, pounds the dough, pick up the rolling pin at this point, pound the dough. And it was kind of like Martha Stewart gone mad or on speed. It was like... I love doing it, but it did take a lot of practice. I had to really do it 5,000 times to get everything down and everything in place, and just do it and do it and do it. And you have to be really fit to sing, particularly Sondheim, physically on the ball, because you have to have the mental stamina to get through the whole song and know, because it's so complicated and goes all over the place, and with all the different business. You had to be very fit, yeah.
Do you go for the humor or do you go for the sympathy?
You don't go for humour, I don't think. I think you have to play something straight. If something's written there with humour in it, you play it straight without any consciousness of it being humourful or funny. And then hopefully it'll be funny. I mean, Tim was very aware of actually not being either theatrical or playing anything in a self-conscious way, and not making it over the top, because he said, you know, you're in a musical, you're already over the top, you've got weird makeup on, and there's a band behind you. So you have to go in the opposite direction and play it as minimally and as unself-consciously and as just as simple as possible, which is quite difficult with Miss Lovett, because she can often be played very broadly, you know. And he'd say, like, okay, do it again, but without you using your hands, because using your hands makes it theatrical, and, you know.
Love the film. Thank you so much.
Thank you.